and thanks for joining us here at Rose Quartz Mediumship for this October 2024 Tarot update. Today I'm going to use a couple cards out of the Light Seer Tarot deck. I really like this deck from the standpoint of the cards are easy to read. And I know that there are many decks out there that can feel really complicated, especially to any sort of tarot reader who is new to the world. And I think that these cards are really, really intuitive. I will say that I did not start with the Rider-Waite deck. I started actually with the Wild Unknown, and I'll pull a couple of cards from that deck too. I always like to call that my no bullshit deck. It gives really intense messages. All right. Got some fun cards coming out here, guys. If you haven't already, check out our October energy update video as well. We will link the other video for October into the description on this video. October is one of my favorite months from the standpoint of the veil being so thin, and I'm going to tell you guys something funny in a second. The veil being so thin, and the fact that spirit communication is so easy, right? We can just drift into meditation and get these really beautiful messages from spirit in the month of October. It's such a wholesome time of year for me, and I really, really like that. There's something about feeling connected and feeling supported and feeling like I can get direction and clarity and messages so easily that feels really safe to me. And when I feel safe, I create from a different place, right? Like I move through the world in a different way. I think that we create with every breath, with every thought, with every movement. And so when we feel safe, when we are not in survival mode, right? So when we're not in our sympathetic nervous system of fight, flight, or freeze responses, but when we are in our parasympathetic, our rest and our digest, man, we create differently. You know, when we feel safe, it opens up all sorts of opportunities for us as we move through the world. And I can be much more intentional about what I want my reality to look like and feel like when I'm doing that from a place of safety. When I'm doing it from a place of survival, it's just not the same. So I really like the fact that in the month of October, I feel so supported. I feel so held by spirit. And I have to tell you guys, maybe 5 years ago, I was in a training, and I can remember we were all working on receiving messages during a meditation, and then shared the messages with each other. And there was one individual who was having a really hard time letting go. And she got this really beautiful message from spirit that if you want to be held, you have to let go. You can't hold yourself and let me hold you at the same time. And I just think that there's such beauty in that. Okay, let's see what we got here for the month of October 2024. So we have the Empress in reverse. We have Judgment in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And we have the Lovers upright. And so for me, as I'm really kind of feeling into this, I feel like this might be a time where we don't end up taking enough time for ourselves, where maybe we're a little self-critical or self-judgmental about what we need to do in order for us to be resourced, to be living the kind of life that we want to live. When we are not resourced enough, that means I have not had enough meditation time, I've not drank enough water, I'm not sleeping enough, I'm not having enough physical movement in my reality. If I'm not resourced, I don't create well. And this is the thing, is that creating doesn't wait until a full moon. We create all day, every day. And so if we're creating from a place of being under-resourced, that survival mode energy is oftentimes where we're creating from. We are not creating from this really wholesome, grounded place inside of ourselves. And so I feel like we might have a little judgment going on about the kind of self-care that we need. And I will say that in the Wild Unknown deck, we got the Four of Swords also. So it feels really like maybe if we're not taking care of ourselves, we could actually create illness or dis-ease in our energy body, in our physical body, in our reality. And maybe we're being a little self-critical and not taking the time that we need in order to resource ourselves, in order to feel good and feel whole. And so I'm just going to invite you here in the month of October to really bring in some self-love. Really look at, what do you need to do for yourself? What do you need to say yes to? And what do you need to say no to? And to really honor that as you move through the month of October. Because the veil is so thin in the month of October, it's very shifty kind of energy. We can move and shift fast. Very similar to like eclipse energy, right? Where things become very shifty. And so just really look at and give yourself grace to carve out what you need for self-care for you. And know that that's going to change as we move through the month of October. All right, so we've got the Ten of Cups in the reverse position. And to me, that says that maybe we are not seeing all of the beauty that we have in our life. Maybe we are overlooking the beauty. Maybe we're having a hard time allowing that beauty in. Sometimes we self-sabotage when we don't feel worthy of massive amounts of beauty in our life, or of this much ease, or of this much pleasure, or of this much abundance, this much joy. And so we start self-sabotaging. And it feels like that might be what we're gonna do here. And so I just wanna invite you, as we move through the month of October, to really work with your nervous system on allowing more ease in your life, allowing more peace in your life, allowing more joy in your life, allowing more blessings in your life. And this is a concept that people get really upset with me on. I will say that. So if I've irritated you in this video already, I just apologize. But I'm actually not that sorry, okay? Because this is the thing. When we can admit that there's a possibility that we are self-sabotaging, or that our zone of tolerance, what we're used to tolerating for ease or pleasure or abundance or whatever, if this is our zone of tolerance, we're used to functioning somewhere inside of this zone of tolerance, and all of a sudden we start functioning up here, it feels so uncomfortable, and our nervous system wants to bring us down into predictability, the known. And when we really do work to allow ourselves to have more ease, have more pleasure, have more abundance, have more grace, have more time, have more love in our life, so many things shift. And so if this video is bringing up a little bit of resistance in you, just be with that. Maybe journal about it, take a walk with it, do some yoga with it. But it is really common for us to self-sabotage and bring ourselves back into our zone of tolerance or homeostasis, what we're used to. And when we learn how to stop that and to tolerate more pleasure, more ease, more grace, more abundance, more time, more whatever it is that you're looking for more of in your life, when you really learn how to allow that inside of your nervous system, it is a game changer. It is a game changer. All right. We got the Lightning card. This is the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. The Essence. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn and even kill if it's too strong. The invitation. The forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. The medicine. Life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment for your passion and in harmony with your existence on earth. Now, lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this intention release what is in the way of fulfilling your life's purpose. Otherwise, you'll be bound to your karmic fate. This is a time to be courageous and daring. I really loved the allowing piece in there. It really kind of spoke to the nervous system piece that we were just talking about a minute ago, with allowing more ease, more pleasure, more joy, whatever in our life. That piece of allowing, right? Of not self-sabotaging, of not trying to bring ourselves back into our zone of tolerance. These cards go together so beautifully, and I am really excited about the month of October and what it has to offer us. We really appreciate you being here with us at Rose Quartz Mediumship for this monthly tarot video.